I got to talk to you about, like, during this time of the year in London, a bunch of Arabs come in to vacation who have, like, tons, like, basically, as far as I could tell, limitless amounts of money. And they're coming in from the Middle East because it's just so fucking hot. So they holiday, as they say out here, in London, and they fly in on a cargo plane all of their supercars. The only reason why I found this out is because I've never seen it. I was like, is there a car show here or something like that? And then I just started asking around. I mean, just one fucking Lamborghini, one Ferrari, crazy Mercedes. Fuck it. You know what? Fuck the advertising. I got to tell you about this shit. Like, I've never seen anything like it. It was like Ferrari Californias, the spiders, and then all these crazy colors. Like, there's one fucking dude over there. Look, first, let me just read about how they get their shit there, if I can find it. Oh, you stupid cunt, Bill. Did you really just mess that up? Hang on, I gotta hit pause. I don't want to fuck this up. Oh, no, I have it. I have it here. Okay, here it is. So, all these people at the hotel were saying, no, these people come in, they fly their cars in and all that. And I was just like, Jesus, they fly their fucking car, like ship them in or whatever by boat. Like, how much would that cost? So it says, it's a website here. Revealed how Arab playboys fly their supercars into London on chartered cargo jets for the trifling sum of £20,000 per vehicle. 20 quid, whatever the fuck they say. Cars have flown distances of around 3,000 miles in planes such as Qatar Airways, Airbus, A330s, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, McLarens, among vehicles spotted recently in Knightsbridge area, which is the really ritzy area, or posh, as they say. And the owners are usually here only for a couple of weeks. Dude, this is like a level of fucking wealth that, I haven't seen it. I'm not saying that, it doesn't go on in my country, but it was fucking jaw-dropping. So basically, I'll send the link for this thing. I mean, these guys do not fuck around. These are just some of the sickest rides ever. And then what I love is there's this one guy. Yeah, here's a Lamborghini. There's a yellow one. There's a gray one. I don't even know. This other one's like a McLaren, or is that a Ferrari? And then this is the thing, because they can all afford them, they're trying to trick them out so theirs looks unique. This guy has some sort of spider webs going on, which is horrific to anybody who ever considered buying that car. Like, why would you ruin that? Why would you do that to that fucking work of art? They look, dude, they're hooking these fucking things up the way, those kids who drive the drifters and shit? You know what I mean? Or people drove hot rods, would always have that. Who's that guy? The guy who used to do all the fucking artwork on those things. You know what I mean? And those are like cars, that kids could afford it to like fix them up. These are like some of the richest people on the planet. They do that to Ferraris, Lamborghinis. So there's this one fucking guy. He's like becoming famous because he flew like 6 of his fucking cars over, and they're all like done in like this mirror gold. It's like I gotta be honest with you, it's like the gaudiest thing I've ever seen in my life, but it's fucking hilarious on another level. Hang on. All right, so I found the guy here. This guy's not even trying to be famous or anything. I don't know what he's doing. So Saudi billionaire Turki bin Abdullah is the man behind the fleet of incredible golden supercars currently touring wealthy parts of London. Dude, this kid, he looks like he's like fucking 23. All right, these are the pictures, all right? He's got this looks like a Lamborghini. They're all the exact same color gold. And what's funny is they got pictures of them flying in their private jet, and they're doing that stupid peace sign YOLO thing, right? Except they're dressed in like traditional, the Saudi Arabian headgear that they wear, like it's all fucking white. And then on top looks like that traditional Betty Crocker tablecloth. They got that with the LeBron James headband on, right? Loving life in this private jet. They didn't rent it. They probably own it, right? Then he's got another one. This looks like a fucking one of those, either a Range Rover or Mercedes-Benz truck. And this is the greatest thing. Custom interior, all gold. And in the driver's seat, there's a cheetah. Every car is like 350 fucking grand. Yeah, you know, you ever seen that truck, this 6-wheel Mercedes? It's got 6 wheels. Oh, I gotta be careful, there's kids next door. It's got fucking 6 wheels on it. There's no fucking reason to have this truck ever. I mean, the thing is, it's incredible. Fucking thing is incredible. He's got one of those in gold. Oh, and that's where he keeps his cheetah, evidently. I'm just scrolling down. He's got a Range Rover. I mean, they are gaudy. I don't know. Then he does them in black. They're kind of fucking cool looking. So anyway, so there's a bunch of people that fucking can't stand it. You know? Of course, I mean, you have one of those cars, everybody's going to hate you. If you got fucking 6 of them and you're getting them, you know, and they look like the grill. Remember those fucking grills they used to make, those guys in Houston? When that rapper Paul Wall, I think even he had a line of those things, right? Remember how fucking like just in your face gaudy that was? But that was just teeth, you know, so you had to make them laugh first, which is a really difficult thing to do with a rapper, you know what I mean? The second they smile, their album sales, they drop tremendously. So it's very rare that you got them to smile. So as gaudy as they were, it wasn't that bad, right? There's no way to look away from these fucking cars. So anyway, so I'm walking down the street, right, in London, and I'm just looking at all these cars. It was like a fucking car show, man. It was amazing. So this typical fucking, you know, showy jerk off in this Lamborghini, not a gold one, and he's in like stop and go traffic, and the entire time he's in stop and go traffic, he's just revving the engine. Whoa, 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 whoa. I can't do the high pitch. You know those supercars, how crazy they are, right? And I'm trudging along in this humid air and shit with all these Londoners, right? And this fucking lady, the guy's is sitting there going like, whoa, 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 doing all that stuff. She just goes, oh, stop it.
I look at this great city and I look at what's happening in this great city at the moment and how international we are. And yes, I want to defend it, I want to protect it. And I want it to go on becoming better. And I don't want it to be spoilt by what are really relatively few people who come in and think that they can take it over. Because actually they can't.
Oh Jesus, oh Jesus, oh Jesus, oh Jesus, oh Jesus.
There you are, there's another one. I'm inundated again with local residents complaining, not being able to sleep. I think people's tempers are getting somewhat jaded now. I mean, it really is quite difficult to be sleep deprived and just to carry on a normal life.
I got woken up at 1:30 on Saturday morning, and then again at 1:45 and 2 o'clock, and I had to go and work on Saturday morning, so I wasn't in a very good mood at 9 o'clock when I went to start my shift.
I think underlying that is a much deeper issue. There's been quite a large exodus of what I would call the more traditional residents of Knightsbridge, and I think now you'll find that there are an awful lot of tourists who just have an apartment here, live here for a couple of weeks a year. We very often find empty buildings, people not in residence. So I think actually there's a much bigger underlying change going on in the society around us.
For Justin Downs and his neighbour Diana Gaskill, it's time to take action.
It's as if they don't care.
No, I don't think they do.
I don't think they do. It's unbelievable what's going on. There is a kingdom of its own here. It's the kingdom of Qatar in the middle of London.
I know.
Poor old London. Oh, be careful, for goodness sake, will you? Go around the other side, idiot.
She just goes, oh, stop it. I almost fell down on the sidewalk and laughed, and that's the first time I thought, like, that's what made me research it, going like I was, you know, after the 50th Ferrari went by and there wasn't a car show, I was starting to sense that there was something going on here. But I just thought that these were just super. I was like, wow, man, there's a lot of money in London. These guys are not fucking around. Who the fuck would live in London? You got the tube, you got all these taxis. I mean, like, it'd be like owning a Lamborghini and you live in Manhattan. You're like, why? That's just a disgusting level of wealth. So I was just like, man, these people are, they're crushing it over here in London. But I guess it's just this group of people that comes over. Dude, you got to look this kid up. This kid cannot be more than like, I don't know, 23, 24. Dude, he's got a gold Rolls Royce. He's got a Bentley. I got to be honest with you. He knows his fucking cars. The 6-wheels Mercedes is fucking ridiculous. I know a lot of people, oh, you know, it's blood money. It's this, it's that. Yeah, you know, you're right. But whatever. You know, it's fun to look at. And you know something? Just being someone who likes to go on stage and like, I like to entertain people, but it's also really fun to annoy people. And the fact that these people are coming there and they're driving around in their fucking cars. Sorry, that just slid down the pillow. Sorry. They're driving around in their fucking cars and they're annoying, you know, making that lady go, oh, stop it. It was hilarious to me. So I'll send a link to that stuff. I deliberately booked myself in a hotel. I usually stay wherever the fuck, I don't care. But this hotel actually had a cigar bar in it. And I learned that from Cigar Aficionado. They got this thing called Places to Smoke. So if you're traveling, just look it up and they will tell you the place to go. And I went there with the person who was the tour manager. And it was just me and him. And we went in there. It was funny when we first came in. They were like, "Oh, we're sorry, we don't have any seats," because we walked in looking like a couple of fucking rubes, you know, had my baseball hat on and shit, all sweaty from the show. We just looked like two fucking assholes. And you know, in there were all these gorgeous Arab women and all those fucking, you know, that whole fucking scene was. I don't know if those chicks were from London trying to meet the guy in the golden car, but at this point, I was so caught up in the fucking soap opera. It was like watching a reality show. Like, how that isn't a reality show is fucking beyond me. Somebody needs to make that a fucking reality show. It's literally like Fast and Loud without building the thing meets like the fucking Real Housewives meet, but they're guys. You know? I don't know, Big Brother or something. I want to see them talking about what it's like to be that rich. I want to see the whole fucking process of how they got those fucking cars over there. Do they give a fuck that people, you know, hate on them for having those cars? How do they deal with women coming at them? Because, you got a fucking fleet of gold cars. I don't give a shit who the fuck she is. Well, that's not true, but there's a sizable amount of women that'll just blow you just so they can look at themselves sucking a dick in the fucking shine of that car. If anybody in London ever fucking makes that show, please text me a link, because I'm going to watch every fucking episode. I want to see the whole thing. The riding over in the jets, you know, the whole thing. The confiscating of the passports so you have the slave labor that builds Dubai. I want to see the whole thing. The pain, the sorrow, the whores, the whole fucking thing. Tremendous.